Kalil, through these first few days of fall practice, how do you feel like the team mentally is right now at this point?
Man, I feel like we're working harder than we ever have. Just this time of year, like we just gotta harp on the little things a lot more. Just the little small discipline details on and off the field. But I feel like we're coming together great as a team. Everybody's doing their 111. Everybody's flying around right now, so those are all good signs.
You got a pretty good deep running back room. What are those guys? Who's standing out to you? What's that look like? Like who's standing out like in the running back? Like what do you think?
All of our so Coach Neely, me and him kind of got a little relationship. Every time he see me, he says something about his running backs, and I totally agree with him. I love all of our backs. Obviously, we're deep in that area, so I don't really like to say names too much. I don't want to leave anybody out. Everybody is beyond talented, so I can't wait to see all of those guys have the ball in their hands.
How's Jaleson look? He was really productive last year, and it seems like he could be a breakout with a few guys leaving. How's he look in your opinion? What have you guys been working on?
Oh man, that's one of my brothers right there. Jaleson is growing every day. I've been here with him since he's got to Texas State, so just to watch him and see him grow every day, it's been a beautiful thing. I'm expecting for him to have a great year this year.
This defense lost so many starters, whether it's the transfer portal or graduation, but like how do y'all try to, I guess not rebuild, but kind of reload after, losing so many starters, but also just trying to keep up the pace y'all had from last season?
No doubt. It's always hard this day in football to kind of keep up with your players a little bit, but Coach Kenny and his coach, our coaching staff, they do a great job with recruiting. They do beyond a great job with recruiting. So, we're always going to get talent. It's talent everywhere in the country, but talent is nothing if you don't work hard. So it's really just getting those guys together, like off the field, team bonding, stuff like that, and round all the guys up because everybody is talented. We just have to bring it together.
What stood out to you this week?
What stood out to me this week, really the leadership aspect right now. I feel like everybody is taking on that leadership role, which can be a really good thing in the team. Like it's no specific leader, it's no one person telling everybody what to do. Like everybody is bought in right now. Like that's what I really like. And Coach Kenny every day he's giving us just little small pointers, to take our game to that next level. Not only our game, just us in life in general. So, yeah.
As a JUCO guy, coming from JUCO and stuff, there are another few JUCO players, coming in this year. I think it's Aiden, right?
No, not Aiden. No,
Jaden Rios.
Rios. No, not Rios
either. Golly, I'm just sorry.
It's a few guys.
There's a few guys from JUCO, but could you just talk about what's the key to succeeding from moving over from JUCO to college?
Man, so I definitely would say it is a difference, but the football aspect, like football is football. I feel like it's everything around you. When you're somewhere at a university, it's more distractions and like harder to work for your spot in a sense. But JUCO just gets you prepared for that. JUCO, you probably somewhere in the middle of nowhere, no family around. I can say that for myself. So like it's real mental in JUCO, and I kind of think that really prepares you for the next level.
Lincoln said, player leadership was going to be really key to, to not only, maintain the success y'all had these past two seasons, but also make that next jump into conference championship contendership. But how important is player leadership going to be?
Man, we are a player-led team. We say that every day. Those players, who've been there and done that. We have a lot of younger guys. Our younger guys are working hard right now, but they have to have something to look to when they need a little help. And I feel like that's where like the older guys step in and lead those guys. When the coaches are not around, we spend a lot of time all together, but off the field it's just us players. So we just got to get everybody in one time and execute.
Seeing how the defense performed last season, like what are some things you think the defense needs to improve on for this team to get to the next level?
Definitely the little things. Last year we struggled with third down. you know, on base downs, we play hard. You know, we do everything. We have to learn to get off the field on third downs. That's going to be big for this defense. We harp ourselves on flying around every play, all 11 hats to the ball. So if we just keep practicing hard, you know, because you practice how you play. So we just, you know, getting everybody on the same page with the same mindset.
Michael Nwokocha?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know how to say his last name,
Mike.
but he started at Tyler Jr. and then he went to Syracuse and now he's here. Like, can you just speak on him because it feels like he's probably going to be a pretty important piece on the interior line since he has lost a few people.
He definitely is, but you know, like everybody's important. You know, I don't like to pick on one person. Like, we need everybody, whether you're a walk on or you're coming from a Power 5 school. You know, we need everybody. So you know, he's definitely a big part of what we're trying to do. But it's going to take everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I have to play beside Mike, you know, I have to know what he's doing. He has to know what I'm doing. You know, so I can have his back when I'm out there on the field. So it's just all of us. Yes, sir.
Kalil, you led the team in sacks last year and tackles for a loss, if I'm not mistaken. You've been with this team to 2 different bowl games over the years, and here you are, your senior year, you came back to San Marcos. What was important to you in this transfer portal era? What was it about Texas State and being a Bobcat that made you want to be here in 2025?
You know, I'm kind of the guy who I love being an underdog. You know, like I always kind of gave myself that label a little bit, and I love to work my way up from the ground. You know, I like to, and Coach Kenny gave me that opportunity to do that. You know, a lot of places at like those big Power 5 schools, like it's mostly politics. You know, it's a lot of politics up there and stuff. So Coach Kenny actually gave me the opportunity to work and grind to be where I'm at right now. So you know, I couldn't leave something like that, and you know, just staying here and knowing the system and just trying to be a better teammate every day, you know, to my guys and a better player to my coaches. Yeah, that was really big for me.
One more if you have it.
What's your message to the fans? You're going to have a lot of freshmen moving down here in the next few weeks about coming to watch all that first game against Eastern Michigan.
No doubt. Man, to all the fans, we need y'all. We need y'all every single game of the season, man. We're nothing without you guys, and you guys have been doing a great job, but we always need more. So I'm looking forward to it, and I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Just sit right back
Yeah,
here.
you talked about your relationship with Coach Neely. Just like, what is that relationship like?
So you know, we don't really see each other a lot, you know. So when we do, you know, our conversations are kind of brief, but he's always picking. You know, all the offensive coaches and the defensive coaches, like we all interact. You know, we don't try to just keep it to one side of the ball. So I feel like those interactions, like across the ball, are great. And then when it's time to play the game, we all come together, and it's a great thing to see.